I'm Arthur Andreas, and here we have Inti Waman with TurtleBreath. Orgasms, is there more to it than just the pleasure itself? What is the purpose behind an orgasm?
Well, yeah, this is a question that, it came up a lot in the past, and it's very interesting because most people are under the assumption that an orgasm is just a pure pleasure-driven, it is pleasure-driven, obviously, but that there's a lot more behind orgasms than people actually realize. And one of the things that orgasms are preparing us for is a higher state of being. And what I mean by this is this. Our nervous system uses the impulse of an orgasm to build itself up. Okay, so imagine an orgasm has a very, very high frequency. It has a very, very powerful energy, and we're downloading this energy. And when we're downloading this energy, what's really happening is you're preparing yourself for living in ecstasy. Okay, you're preparing yourself for eventually ascending and living in a complete different way of being. Now, how do you do this? You have to do it slowly and progressively. You cannot try to force an ocean through a hose. Okay. Right? So an orgasm, what it's actually doing is actually building and getting our nervous system used to it, to these higher energies, so that eventually, and in time, as we build stronger and stronger nervous systems and that are able to carry higher and higher frequencies, we'll be able to hold and handle this higher load. So the purpose of orgasms is, besides everything that people assume they are, there is a very, very amazing purpose behind it. Like, as if it is the same with everything in nature, but this is one of those things that is very, very amazing, and I would love for people to realize that that is what they're really doing as well.
Mm-hmm. And is there a practice people can put into play to download this information?
Well, yes. There have been, over time, and for time immemorial, a lot of people that have developed practices in which you actually hold the pleasure state for longer and longer and longer, so that your system benefits, okay, from all that energy. Taoists have developed it. There's Tantra, there's Egyptian Tantra. There's a lot of practices that have been developed all over the world, and I have found it everywhere. I have found practices of this nature everywhere, from Peru to Siberia to the Maoris, and everyone in their own way have understood, especially the ancient, have understood that this is a very healing energy. It's an energy, because of its nature, that it has such a high frequency that once is harnessed and harvested, you can apply it in very beneficial ways. Okay, so it's definitely worthwhile, diving into practices such as Tantra and such as Taoist, practices that deal especially in the sexual aspects of the practice, because it is very, very, very much worth your time. Okay. It'll make a very big difference in your life, for sure.
All right, great. Thank you for joining us at TurtleBreath.